Mo doesn't give up. Mo Willems is an author and illustrator. He has made more than 60 books. How does he do it?
Meet Mo Willems.
Hello, my name is Mo Willems, and I make books. That means I write them, I draw them, I think about them, and hopefully you'll read them. I've been really lucky in my career. I get to do all kinds of interesting things. I've made animated films, I've written for television, I've written plays, I've had exhibits, but the thing that I love the most are books. And this is why I love books, because everything in a picture book is unique. Every picture book creator has their own style. They've got their own thing to say, their own way of saying it.
Hey Mo, how do you get ideas?
So I'm always thinking of ideas, and often they come when I don't expect them. I'm walking the dog, or I'm having a conversation or something, and suddenly this tiny seed speaks out and says, hey, maybe there's something here. So I go and I try and remember that seed, and I go to my notebook, and I put it in my notebook, and I play with it, and I sort of turn it around and stretch it, and take that idea, that little seed, and put it into different positions. And over the years, I've got tons of notebooks of ideas that I can then come back to and see if maybe one seed and another seed, if I put them together, I can make something new or something special.
How do the words in your books show what characters are feeling?
When I make a book, I see the words as a type of illustration. So when a character is really excited, really angry, I make sure that the words are really big. Or maybe I change their color, or I change their direction. And if a character is really sad, or they're whispering, I make those letters really, really small. Because what I am is I am a director, and you are my performer. I am trying to direct you to read the stories in the way that I intended. And so if I slant all the letters, make them metallic, then you'll read them differently. If I make them super bold, you'll read them heavier. All those different things are techniques that I use so that I can manipulate you into doing what I want.
You ever make mistakes?
Do I ever make mistakes? Yeah, absolutely. I make mistakes all the time. A matter of fact, part of my job is to make mistakes. So that every now and then, one of those mistakes has a germ of something I wouldn't have thought of, and it becomes something great. Making mistakes is the most important of the process.
Do you make your books all by yourself?
When you are an author illustrator, when you are writing and drawing something, it is, in a sense, yours. You've created it. But there's always somebody helping you. There's my kid. There's my wife, there's my editor, there's my agent, there are my friends who are also writers. Sometimes we share each other's work and we give each other advice. So even if it just has my name on the cover, that doesn't mean that I'm the only person who's involved with that story.
How long does it take you to make a book?
So whatever book I'm working on right now, the ideas that I'm having, that I'm sharing with my editor, the sketches that I'm making, if you're in second grade right now, the soonest that that book would be finished, you would be in fourth grade. It takes a long time. It takes a lot of writing. It takes a lot of drawing. So the process takes years. Finishing a book is fun. It's cool. But it takes a while before the book is made because it has to go to the printer and there's technical stuff that has to happen. And then finally one day you get a box in the mail and there's the final book. And it's in your hands and man, that feels really cool. But I tell you, for me, what feels the coolest is if I walk into a bookshop, or I walk into a library, or I'm just somewhere on the street, and there's a real-life kid reading one of my books and laughing. That is amazing. That is the best experience that I have ever had in my professional life.
Hey Mo, can kids be writers too?
Here's the thing. If you like to write, and you like to draw, and you like to make stories, you are a writer, you are an illustrator right now. that means that you have something to say, you have something to share. There's an audience out there that wants to hear what's uniquely you, what matters to you. And this is the time, while everybody else is running around or recess or playing video games or doing whatever, for you to be able to sit down and discover how to communicate your you-ness to the world outside. So I'm going to speak just to you right now. That illustrator, that cartoonist who's sitting there watching this with all the other classmates or at home or whatever you're doing, take your time. The days you don't feel like drawing, draw those days anyway, because there's something special in you that's going to come out of your pen or out of your pencil, and it's going to change the world.
As you read, think about the work habits that Mo has that you can have too. Good work, Mo. How does Mo make a book? He has great work habits. 1. Mo takes his time. Mo made up the characters Elephant and Piggy. It took him a long time. He wanted 2 animals that were just right together. He drew a lot of pictures. He wrote down a lot of ideas. He did not rush. Finally, he had it. Elephant and Piggy were the perfect pair. 2. Mo knows mistakes are okay. Mo's books aren't perfect on the first try. He makes mistakes. That's okay. A pencil has an eraser for a reason, he says. You can erase a mistake and try again. Mo makes a lot of changes on each book. I make many drafts, he says. Here is a draft and the final page from his book. A big guy took my ball. Draft. Final. 3. Mo doesn't give up. Mo wasn't always a famous author. His first book was Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus. Mo sent it to book companies. No one wanted it. He didn't give up. He thought his book was good. Finally, after 2 years, someone published it. 4. Mo believes in himself. Mo thinks his stories are good. He thinks your stories are good too. He says that the stories you write are just as important as the ones he writes. There's no difference between what a first grader is doing and what I am doing, he says.
Okay guys, look at these books. Those are some Mo Willems books. They want you to go ahead and look at these books and try to put them in ABC order. So you can do that, and on our next Zoom class, you can show me your list of ABC, of these books in ABC order.